Given the uncertainties of the situation, such a stone is of no practical use to the owner. He can only test it by seeing it turn, then refusing to change his course. If it's a valid prophecy, he's doomed. If it's not, he's been cheated. It's a no-win game. I've played enough of that type. I will provide you a demonstration, the proprietor said, perceiving a morbid streak that could make this customer vulnerable to an aggressive and properly slanted sales pitch. Skepticism is healthy, sir, and you are obviously too intelligent to be deceived by defective merchandise. The value of the stone can be proved. Zane shrugged, affecting indifference. A free demonstration? Can it be worth more than I pay for it? The proprietor smiled more genuinely, knowing that his fish, despite evasive maneuverings, was halfway hooked. Truly uninterested persons did not linger to argue cases. He took the stone from the magically theft-proofed glass display case and proffered it. Zane smiled quirkily and accepted the ring, putting it on the tip of his thumb. Unless there's some immediate and obvious threat for the stone to point out... Then he was silent, for already the ring was turning. The bright red deepened to dark red and then to opaque. Zane's mind began to numb around the edges. Death. He had a deep guilt there. He looked at his left arm, feeling a spot of blood burning into the skin. He pictured the face of his mother as she died. How could he ever exonerate that memory? Death. Within hours, suddenly, the proprietor said, aghast. The stone is absolutely black. I've never seen it turn so fast. Zane shook off his private spectre. No, he could not afford to believe in this. If I'm to die within hours, I'll have no need of this stone. But you do need it, sir, the proprietor insisted. With the death stone, you can change your fate. Hold it and decide on a new course, and if the color returns, you know it's right. You can save your life. But you have to have this fine magical ruby to guide you, to steer you away from death. Otherwise you will surely perish before the day is out. That warning is emphatic. Zane hesitated. The death stone was an impressive item now. It had, as it were, not minced words, but he had been thinking about death while holding the stone, and that could have made the color turn. Emotion indicator spells were simple and cheap, hardly deserving the name of magic. There could be many things like that to give false readings. Still, how much, he asked. How much is life worth? The proprietor asked in return, with a certain predatory gleam in his eyes. About 2 cents if this stone is right, Zane said grimly. Yet his heart was beating with nervous power. 2 cents per minute, the proprietor said, going into the closing spiel. But this phenomenal and beautiful stone is available presently at a discount of 50%. I will sell it to you for a mere 1 cent per minute, including principal, interest, servicing, insurance. How much per month? Zane demanded, seeing himself getting reeled in. The proprietor brought out a pocket calculator and punched buttons dexterously. $432. Zane stiffened. He had anticipated a high price, but this was impossible. A family could buy a good house for a similar figure. How long? Only 15 years or less. Or less. In case the gem should miscarry, the insurance will pay off the balance owing, of course. Of course, Zane agreed with a wry quirk of his mouth. A miscarriage meant death, which meant a bum enchantment. They planned to collect their money regardless of the effectiveness of the death stone in protecting its owner. He performed a quick mental calculation and concluded he was being charged a little over $75,000 in total. About 2/3 of that would be interest and other peripherals. Still, it was a lot of money. A great lot. More, probably, than his life was worth, literally. He handed back the ruby. Its color returned rapidly as the proprietor took it. In moments, its special, deep shade of red glowed beautifully in the lighting of the shop. A ruby was indeed a lovely gemstone, even when it wasn't magic. What else?